Hi YouTube, hope you enjoy, but today's the new Pendulum Edition deck profile post Master Rule 5. Now, a lot of things have changed for Pendulum Edition. First up, with any Pendulum deck now, you don't need to make a letter to my first, because it's been banned, so you need to find other cards you can make as a good substitute. Right. So we play, so our non-Pendulum cards are all Mega Fan Beast all on just a nice extender. Sometimes it's not, but hopefully it's your nice extender and it can get you going, or can be a just extender to stand on your way, and it summons a token, so that's pretty good. And you use it for Link Spine. Yep, that's what's different about my build now. Jet Synchron, just be another tuner, and then just be another tuner, and then it can special summon itself to get to do more extended. Just remember, advantages at the advantage when you leave the field, which is cool, which is good. Yep. Now the pendulum. Dragon edition. Yep, just add one back to your hand from the extra deck, then you add one from the graveyard. You never use this card effect. You always use this card effect, because you know that these card cards to send to graveyard pendulum unless you have to. It's very rare you do that. But this is good. This is just a nice scale most of the time. You will summon their case, but it's just a nice scale, which is cool, which is good. Yep. Free Wisdomar edition. Just the best cards in the whole entire deck. I always say to people, can get you to a low scale, can get you a high scale, can get you anywhere to level 4. So that's good. It's a good pendulum summon. It can be a good normal summon. It's pretty much good what you need to do for absolutely everything you need a deck to start with. Yeah, get you high, get you low. Next we'll play 2 Black Flag Magician. Yep. Just pop up, just half the monster attack, which is pretty good. You don't use this card. You use this effect sometimes, not all the time, but that effect's pretty good when you got pendulum monsters in the graveyard. When you got dark pet spell cost in the graveyard, which is really good, which is really cool. Yep. Next is 2 Poison. Yep. Same idea. You can destroy one card on the field. Yep. And then gain 12 on attack. When it's in scale, this is just a good low scale, and sometimes it's got a good defense. So if you need the defense this deck, it's really handy and really cool. Yeah. 3 Harmonizing Magician. Yep, a pendulum magician is not very big, but it's just big enough to be just about right. It can special summon one from the deck. It could be a synchro summon. It could be for XC summon. It could be for absolutely everything. With that, you never need to pendulum effect, but sometimes you just need it because you just have to, because you have the highest scale, which is cool, which is good. Yep. Then a non-edition cards, but still a pendulum card. We play Magical Conductor, which is just a good scale. Get 3, then you get such another pendulum card from your deck to your hand. Yep, that's what makes it good. Yep. And then she gains 100 for everyone. She gains to level 1. That effect never comes up, but the second effect does come up. All the pen effect we do all the time with this card, which is good, which is powerful. Yeah. And then we play 2 Jackal Kid. The only reason why we play 2, not 3, because we can search, so we can be searched with the Master Jackal Kid. Okay. This will just use for the extra deck and special summon that, or use the negate effect, which is good, which is cool. It's very good and general with this deck. I mean, this deck can make like 5 or 7 negates, which is pretty good on first turn if you get the right hand, which is cool. Yep. Next is Master Cerberus, which is Mythical Beast Master Cerberus. Yep. Jackal Kid Master Cerberus. You just summon this and get a level 7 from the pendulum zone. Yep, then you can use the van effect if you want to. I use that sometimes. When I'm going second, I do that first before going to extra deck, which is cool, which is powerful. Yep. Then we play 2 Choreograph just to search for the time gazing. Yep. Or you can use it to special summon itself from the hand, which is good. I don't use the other effect very much. You only use the special summon bit. You don't use the other bit with this card, which is good. You can use it to special. You can use this to special time gaze magician, which is just a never extender most of the time. Sometimes it's a star card because of this, which is cool. But I never use the pendulum effect, so I never use both effects, so that's cool. Server of Ademion, yep, it's the servant engine, yep. just get 3 of this, and then just get 3 spell counters on this card, and then you can place what. Then you can take 3 off and place them both in from the deck. Yeah, and place them both on there. We never use this card effect, but we can do if we need to, just to get another one if we want to, but that doesn't come in very often. Next we play Endearing Mighty Master of Magic. Yep. This is a 2-off because this is the one of the cards you want to search, but you don't want to see it as one of your star cards. But it's good if it's in your scale and you can special summon out, but not very often. We're usually using the pendulum effect, the monster effect, so negate effect, which is cool, which is good. Yeah. Then we got gates here. This is just another stender half most of the time, which is good. Yeah. And this is just to go with the dark worm. Yep. Just special summon this from the graveyard. Then you can get the search. You can deal with your normal summon. This is and gates here is your low scale a lot of the time, which is good, which is cool. Yeah. Yep. Next is now the non-pendulum of spells. Yep, there's 30 monsters, 13 spells. So there's one full spell, just send for Dark Worm, just to set you up, just to get you going. Drag Slime, just the same thing, send Dark Worm, get you going. Yep. And we don't do the normal monster thing, but you can get going with this card very easy. You play this for free because you can. Yeah. Part of the size, everything in this deck is at 2s and 3s. Apart from 2 2-offs, well, there's a few 1-offs actually. There's 4 1-offs in this deck. Actually, it's 5 1-offs, but most of the time you'll win with part of Zayas. Yeah, and you'll get you that extra draw too, and you'll get your negation is pretty good. You need it in this deck. Next, you play Into the Void. Yep, because it's a draw card. Yes, you have to empty your whole entire hand, but most of the time when pendulum, you're gonna have your whole hand empty all the time anyway. Yep, which is cool. Next is Pendulum. Cool. Yep, just search 2 pendulum monsters with 2 different names. Discard 1 card. This card's always a plus. It's good. It doesn't let them be destroyed. The pendulum scale, which is good, which is cool, and it helps you out in those situations, which is good. Last card is spell. The main deck is spell power mastery. Yep, just a search a Demion card. Yep, and then you get the extra scale. Or you get the extra spell back counters to get your searches to get you going, but you want this really when you have several Demion in your hand. But most of the time in your scale, this card in your scale, but most of the time you'll have it in your hand when you don't need it. But it's good when you need it because you need it for the high and low scale. Yep. Now to the main deck, to the extra Power Savage Tracker. One of the best negations for this deck. It literally gains loads of attacks and there's loads of good links with it, which is good, which is cool, which is good. It's easy to make in this deck, which is good. Yep. Next is the Nesta. One of the best cards. It won me just a game against Weather Painters. Yep. This card just spins cards back to the deck and and then you can keep going and do an OGK with this card. And you don't need the second effect very much. You just need the first effect, destroying a card on the field, which is good, which is powerful. Yep. Next is Armatar match. Okay, capital triple M. Okay, triple match. Okay, you just when this card's been synchro summoned, you special summon level 3 or lower from the grave. Okay, quite simple. But the card can't be used as synchro material. Oh, and it's treated as a tuner. Yep, this card's very good. It gets you going. It gets you help out for those situations, which is cool. It's just a nice stand in the end day, and it's got good defense, which is cool, which is good. FA Dawn Drag just to be the nice negation, the spell negation, and it can lower it down 2 levels, which is good for this deck. Now, you'll make this quite often when you can, which is cool. Best well just to stop graveyard effects. There's a lot of graveyard effects, and if you're going as main paint, you need this card to stop what track and working, which is good. Yeah, Link Spire just to be a nice stender for all when you summon all line with the tokens. With the token, it's just a nice stand so you can make Absoluta. Yeah, same with Link Cross. You summon 2 tokens and you make the synchros very easy and very quickly, and then you just use this for Absoluta. MP Masquerade. Yep, just to be another Link summon if you need it. Have a good link summon. You need it for if you're going first for setting up for unicorn play if you want to, but there's other ways of doing the same thing too, which is good. We got unicorn. We got Nuba Fiber. Yep, the best card, and there are about 5 ways to make Nuba Fiber in this deck. It's not essential, but you can do this deck without Nuba Fiber, which is cool, which is good. But if you can make it, it's good. Yeah, it's not. Don't have to rely on it so much. I don't, but it's just good to have there, just in case. Yep, unicorn. Just to spin cards back to the deck. It's very easy to make, and it's just spin cards, go second with it, and get it set up. And if you make it with masquerade, it's just hard to get over. Yeah. Next is Zelda, the queen of master spell card of magicians. Yeah. This card's excellent. Gets you a Damion, gets you spell count for a Damion, gets a spell pendulum. Spell cards back from the graveyard, which is good, which is powerful. It's very handy. It does what it needs to do for this deck. It's just a nice arrow pointing down. This is a card you want to make quite often, and you make this because you can, which is good. Yeah. Next is Dikotoka. Yep, just get rid of absolutely everything. Make sure you have a good link to vanish. Yep, just to get rid of absolutely everything. Then you can have absolutely massive attack and do for the OTK afterwards. Yep, Battle Sword just to do the big damage. Yep, just to do OTK. You can change battle position with opponent's monster, with your monster, and Masquerade. It's impossible to get over because it can't be destroyed. Then it can't be destroyed with Carpet, which is good, which is cool. Next is Unchained Abomination. One of the best cards and just destroy cards. If you have to go against a trap heavy deck, you can use this to stop them, just so you can pop back row against them, so the back row can never set off against you, which is good. If you destroy a monster by battle, it just pops another card, which is good. Just keeps destroying and keeps removing, which is really nice and really cool. And the last card of this extra deck and the extra deck is Absoluta. One of the best cards. You can get 800 for every negation, which is good, which is powerful, and then you can keep its attack. Sometimes you want to make this first with Pendulum. Yes, you can with 4 summons. It's quite easy in this deck, but most of the time you'll make it as your fire 1, which is good, and then it just has negation for days, and it's good going first. It's just a good negation card in general. I hope you enjoyed the show today, and subscribe and watch all. Hope I saw we might have tournaments coming back soon, and that's good. I'll talk to that on next video, which is Monday. I hope you subscribe and watch all. And we'll be back playing soon. And keep safe, wash your hands, and subscribe and watch all. And we'll all see you next time. Bye bye.